I like tablets, I like smartphones, but they don't have enough storage on them. What am I supposed to do? Wireless hard drives. These are the solution, and we're going to walk you through the 4 main options that there are for wireless hard drives to expand the storage of your mobile devices wirelessly. Each of the devices in front of me has some unique attributes to it, but I'm going to start with the basic concept of how these things work. Your tablet or your phone only has a little bit of storage inside, and you have to pay a huge premium to get more storage. So the idea is that's fine for apps and emails and all that kind of stuff, but what about things like music, movies, and pictures, where you can have enormous libraries that you might want to access and share with others at the same time, but they obviously won't all fit on your device. So each of these is similar. There's a storage device inside that you can put your content on, whether it's wirelessly from your device, whether it's wired with USB 2 for the Y drive, USB 3 for any of the other devices, and gigabit Ethernet for the Voyager Air uniquely. So you put all your stuff on them. Then what you do is you set up your device, you turn it on, and it has a wireless hotspot that you can connect to with not only your own device, but as many as 8 other devices in order to share the content and access it at any time. Most of them access the content through a proprietary app, so each of them has an app. Patriot has a cool solution where it supports Samba shares. So with third-party apps such as OPlayer, you can connect to it within a matter of minutes. So that's for the Aero. And now we're going to go one by one and tell you what's unique about each of these solutions that in general allows you to share and stream your music and movies, as well as acting as a wireless internet hub. So if there's one hotspot, say for example in a hotel room, and you have a bunch of people in there, they can all connect to the device, which can then be connected to the wireless hotspot so you can access your content and general internet browsing. The main advantages of the Voyager Air from Corsair are the fact that it has, check this out, an Ethernet port. So this gives you a ton of flexibility in terms of the connectivity. You can connect wired via USB 3 for fast transfer speed, wired via gigabit Ethernet for fast transfer speeds, or wirelessly through Wi-Fi. So you can put your content on it any number of different ways, and you can use it as a way to back up your data as well as take it with you on the go. It also comes with a couple things that I thought were a little bit neat. So there's a regular USB charging cable which plugs into a wall wart. Okay, so nothing really exceptional there. Then there's a USB data cable which can also charge the device. Okay, that's normal. Check this out. Comes with a car adapter. This is a great value. So while the Voyager Air does cost a little more than the other solutions, it's available in 500 or 1 terabyte sizes, it comes with a more flexibility, and I think that the car charger adapter is actually pretty neat because that's one of the places I see myself using a device like this very frequently, is on something like a road trip or generally in the car to keep the passengers quiet. It can stream to up to 5 devices concurrently, meaning that pretty much the entire backseat occupants of a minivan can all be sort of tuned out and do their own thing. Also comes with a little carry bag. The Kingston Y drive is unique because this is the only solid-state storage-based device out of everything you see here. The others all have hard drives. This has an SSD inside, so it's available in capacities up to 128 gigs, which, as you might have noticed, is significantly smaller than the others. But what you might have also noticed is the fact that the device is significantly smaller and less prone to damage if it gets shocked or shaken around or whatever else. So okay, it can't store as much, but it is less likely to have a big problem, and it's less heavy and less bulky in general if it's being carted around. So if I was someone like a backpacker, for example, a Y drive might be my go-to choice, but it isn't cheap, so less capacity, higher price, comes with a wall wart and a USB data cable, only supports USB 2, but has that advantage of being solid state. The Wireless Plus from Seagate is only available in 1 capacity, 1 terabyte. It's probably the most sleek looking of all the devices because it's quite small. It's really not much bigger than a regular 2.5-inch external hard drive. It also is able to clean up nicely, so it has a little cover for the ports at the back where there's a SATA interface that you can actually adapt using their GoFlex system to any kind of adaptation that you want. So if you have, for example, I have FireWire 400, FireWire 800, USB 2, and USB 3 adapters that'll all fit on the back of one of their standard GoFlex ones, but it comes with a USB 3 one in addition to the cover, a USB 3 cable, a power USB plug, a wall wart, North American only, and a 3-year warranty. The Patriot Aero has a couple claims to fame. Number one is, out of all the devices you see here, it is the easiest one to upgrade. All you got to do is peel off the little feet, unscrew it, and you can change out the hard drive inside with something else in the future, firmware allowing. So that's kind of cool. It also has great support for third-party applications such as OPlayer on the iOS platform because it uses simple Samba-compatible shares. Check this out. Comes with your usual USB power cable, USB 3 data cable, okay? Comes with a wall wart, but in the spirit of what these kinds of devices are for, it also comes with 2 international power adapters. So while Corsair throws in a car adapter for those who are traveling locally, Patriot throws in some international adapters for those who are traveling not so locally and want to be able to take their content with them. Every device in front of me has an app on the iOS App Store, the Android Play Store, and the Kindle Fire Marketplace. So, okay, there's all that you got going for you. But there are some other differences. For example, battery life. The Wireless Plus is rated at 10 hours. The Voyager Air, 7 hours. The Patriot Aero is rated at 6 hours. And the Y-Drive from Kingston is rated at 4 hours. They all support wireless security, and there's sort of a funny story. Make sure you secure your wireless. It should be one of the first things that you set up, because as soon as you turn it on, it is broadcasting its own wireless. I've had people ask me about this. Well, Linus, what if you want to use these and you're not in range of wireless? They make their own wireless. It's awesome. You can't have internet access unless you're in range of another hotspot, but you can access your media no matter where you happen to be. So I was in a hotel room and I fired up a Wireless Plus, which I happened to have with me, that had some media files on it I wanted to watch, and I saw other people were connected. Turns out it was Logan from Tech Syndicate, and the next day he's like, yeah, I was, you got a lot of stock photos on there. I'm like, yeah, you didn't find the other stuff I had. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, as soon as I saw you logged in, I put a password on it and rebooted it. So there's my cautionary tale. Make sure that you do set up the security features just like you would with any wireless hotspot. Otherwise, people will have access to your data. I hope this has been an educational episode and you've learned a little something about expanding the storage of your portable devices without breaking the bank on a much larger capacity phone or tablet. Don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips for more videos like this from ncix.com.